Shalom. All praises and glory unto Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai, Ahchyam Kodash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of GMS, and honors and salutation unto the rest of the fruits of our apostles and elders. All right. Just I don't know if I'm gonna entitle this "It's a Wrap" or if I'm gonna just say various topics, because I'm due for It's not that let me just stay on course here. I mean, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Okay. All that's happening now is just so like, yeah. I don't want this to go off. I'm gonna continue recording. Good. Um, all they're doing is just putting the nails in the coffin right now, and the final nails in the coffin. That's all they're doing. Everything is ready to go. It's a wrap. Especially, anyway, I mean, let's just listen.
Are you stuck in a job you hate? Do you want a rewarding career with great growth potential?
Not to that.
One issue that has come up is once you do have a vaccine, how do you properly distribute it? How do you get it out quickly? Well, when we have the vaccine, we have the military all lined up, and the military is going to be doing it in a very powerful manner. These are people that don't usually do vaccines. They do soldiers, and they do lots of other things that frankly are more difficult. But we have our general, and logistically he's all set. Tony, do you want to say something about that?
It's already been decided. The military is going to distribute the vaccine. It's not up for question. There's no, I mean, Trump. I mean, oh Lord. I mean, the inspiration of this. The inspiration is the Lord and His Son and the Holy Spirit. But not but. How they did that is through prayer, man. Because yesterday I caught the elders from LA, live, and they were talking about praying for each other. We don't pray for the 2/3, but we pray for each other, and that's basically what this video is just a little prayer for the elect, through King, through the Lord's beloved, you know. So it's a wrap, Trump is. I mean, this is crazy, man. They're telling you, they're just telling you. Hold on, here we go.
Right. As the vaccine rolls out, we'll be getting them distributed, and as you probably have heard, we are going to make sure that
Look at the smirk on this look at the smirk on this guy's face, man. Fauci, whatever his name is. Look at the smirk on this guy's face. Listen to his voice.
vaccine rolls out, we'll be getting them distributed, and as you probably have heard, we are going to make sure that we do it in an equitable way, and it's representative of the populations who need it the most. And we have,
AKA you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. You're the one who needed the most. The virus that originated in China, who is now susceptible to more taller people. Oh Lord. And people are just, and the other thing is people are just walking around just wearing masks, like walking by, like in the open air outside, they're just wearing masks. I'm like, oh Lord.
the standard way that we determine that with the ACIP working with the CDC, but Dr. Collins and Dr. Redfield have put together with the National Academy of Medicine a group that will fortify that decision-making process so that we're making sure that we're very fair and equitable in getting the vaccine distributed properly. And I think I could have Francis say that tremendous progress has been made on the vaccine beyond anything that we would have thought if you go back 6 months. What do you think?
And then this guy is I don't know who this guy is, but he's just that's Psalms 55 guy right here. He's just a smooth talker. Listen to this guy.
Frankly, quite astounding, Mr. President. I've been at a NIH for 27 years and director for 11, and I've seen some amazing things happen. But the way in which the whole research community, public and private, philanthropies, everybody has come together to work on this, not worrying about who gets the credit, trying to figure out how to strip away anything that's going to slow things down. And I think all of us, motivated by the fact that this is the most serious problem we've encountered in our professional lifetime.
Did you hear that? This is the most serious problem we've encountered in our lifetime. And look at this guy. He's approaching probably mid-70s or something. I don't know. Looks, well, maybe he's only 45, but he's an Edomite. Nah, he's definitely not 45, but anyway, I have to slide that one in there. Hold on.
Even a day matters. And so that's why a lot of people...
Even a day matters. They don't want to waste a day. They want to get you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans vaccinated. Oh, Lord.
Because we're all working 24/7, trying to make sure that nothing possibly slows this process down. Yeah, the vaccines this week is...
Nothing slows this process. Anyway, let's get on. He has more to say, believe it or not.
Big week, as you just heard, having 2 phase 3 trials started in the very same day of this past Monday. And based upon very impressive phase 1 data showing that people who got that in the phase 1 trials developed these high levels of neutralizing antibodies that should be very predictive of protection, but you don't know.
What? Now he's telling you like, oh, we're implementing nanotechnology. Anyway, he's telling you, if you understand,
until you actually run the trial in those 30,000 people. By the way, you heard earlier about coronavirus.gov, which is...
Yep. There you go. Here's the advertisement. Make sure you go to coronavirus.gov. He's going to tell you what to do.
Place you can go to find out how you can donate plasma. There's another thing you can do if you go to that website, which is to sign up to say you're interested in a vaccine trial.
That's right. You're interested. Do that. Make sure you do that.
And we need people to volunteer for that as well. We're going to, with these 4 or 5 trials coming along very quickly, each of which needs 30,000 volunteers. That's a lot of people. We need them.
And Francis, we're working very well with other countries.
We are indeed. And science has always been
Yes. And we're working very well with other countries and science. All right? The young elder from Dallas, all right, had, we could... So to it, we'll come back to this, but yeah, the witchcraft of science. Highly recommend. And Salah, we're gonna cease the word Salah in it's just like, just a breather. Give me a second here. Salah. I hope, please correct me if I'm wrong, Ahchyam. But yeah. So the science, that's what he just said, this guy here, man. Crazy. This is absolutely insane. All right?
international, and it certainly is right now. And we work with our colleagues in Europe and the UK.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back a few seconds. Here we go. Oops. Damn demons, Salakia.
And for instance, we're working very well with other countries.
Indeed.
We are indeed. Science has always been international, and it certainly is right now. And we work with our colleagues in Europe and the UK and Asia in a way that I think represents the best of the best. And again, everybody recognizes we're all in this together across the whole planet.
That's the punchline. I hate the fact that you have to wait 3 seconds. And sometimes now YouTube don't even allow you to wait. You know, you kind of like have to watch the whole ad talking about progressivism, gradualism, or, you know, just Esau's tactics. But we need prayer. And we need prayer, you know. Salakia, brothers, for taking so long to get to the scriptures. But I just got one. I only need one scripture. But it's the whole of it, all right? But here it is. I mean, we saw Psalms 55 and 21, man. The words of his mouth were smooth. I mean, that last guy, David Fauci, I don't know, don't quote me on his first name, Dr. Fauci. I mean, he had a like smirk on his face. All right, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, and that's all that was. Like that little press conference right there. That's all that was. But we're gonna see all of Psalms 140. All right, deliver me, O Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, from the evil man. Who's the evil man? The wicked Esau. Those men that you saw in that previous footage. Preserve me from the violent man. And believe it or not, all that they were saying was just violence. That they were just describing violence. Like, first of all, Trump told you the military's ready. All right? And that's the manner by which they're gonna, that's how they're gonna distribute the vaccine. Believe it or not, like it or not. And then Fauci told you, well, we're gonna focus on the Native Americans, the Negroes, the areas that needed the most, those who are most susceptible to it, is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right. But this prayer is only for the elect. And yeah, this prayer is only for the elect. I lost my thought concerning what the third guy said. The third guy was just, oh yeah, it's coming along great. Yeah, we're doing great. Don't worry about it. Call in, Oh man, and it's just amazing, like how everybody's. Anyway, I kind of don't want to feel bad for these people. If you feel bad for them, you're kind of hurting yourself, because they're going along with it. They're mad at you. You see? They're mad at you for telling them the truth. So to hell with you. Anyway, going on. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually they are gathered together for war. Continually, like, yep. That was like kind of like in the war board room or whatever. It's like, yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. They did it in a presentation form because they're displaying it to the public. But imagine if it was just them. Like, yep, everything's cool. We're gonna give it to the natives and the Negroes, and you know what I'm saying. We're gonna use the military. Ah, boy, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, and there's more than one reason why it's a wrap. We're gonna end after the prayer. We're gonna continue to show you why it's a wrap. Like, I mean, I speak as a man, but maybe, man, war is right around the corner. Cause all of this, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but let me continue with the Lord's beloved King David's prayer. All right, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually they are gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Yup. Smooth work. I mean, that serpent's been. This is not. Like, okay. COVID, that had to have been planned. Financial collapse. I mean, we know it's centuries in the making, but, you know, I just gotta. I guess I have to consider, you know, the other people, some other people who are new to hearing this gospel. But, yep. Anyway, I don't want to go off topic. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adders. Poison is under their lips. Salah. Keep me, oh Yahweh, by Ahchyam Yahushai. And this me is representative of the whole body. The Lord's elect, Lord willing, Baba Kasha. It's a wrap. From the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man. Esau, Trump, Fauci. I mean, they're the talking heads. We know who's the violent man. It's Esau, but it's the elites, etc., etc. You know, we know we don't have to. We know who the wicked is. Hydronicone. Oh man, it's a wrap. All right. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. And that's exactly what these people are doing, man. We never had any, you know, goings over here, you know. But, Shalaka, let me... Oops, this is going on a little too long. Keep... where am I? Let's see what goings is over here. Just a little while my goings. My stroke, beat, my foot, my step. Occurrence. Salakia. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. in the neighborhood on Jackson Street. This guy just he just hit the guy. He hit the guy. He hit the guy's car. The guy's car then ran into the other guy that was perpendicular to his car. So he kind of T-boned the guy into another car. And then he just pulled out and drove off. Vroom, vroom. He just roomed off right in front of Rex Slickers in Memphis, Tennessee. That's crazy. I just noticed that. And then, you know, the Lord, I mean, the video, I mean, what is not a video to do? That's my dilemma. It's like everything is like, oh, Esau, oh, 2/3, oh, prophecy, oh, something, you know? Like, anyway, Salakia, I guess this is gonna be a various topic, but it's a wrap. All right, Salakia, I went off there. Verse 5, the proud have hid, Psalms 140 verse 5, the proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside, like coronavirus, just getting you ready. Predictive. They're straight up infringing upon like Esau can't hide no more. He can't hide his agendas anymore. Everybody's up on. Enough people are up on game that Esau's feeling, hurried. He's feeling, like Esau can't hide no more. So he's like, all right, well, I guess it's time. Yeah, it's time. And you've also seen them chariots, the big ones. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. You seen them chariots too. You like, oh snap. You've been seeing them chariots like through your telescopes and stuff. But that had to have passed right over. Like, I don't understand how that. Anyway, Salakia. Let me continue. Psalms 140 verse 5. The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. All right, traps and binding instruments. All right, COVID-19, vaccine, RFID. They have spread a net by the wayside. Esau is just letting it. They're just spreading the net. Like, eventually you're gonna walk into it. Maybe perhaps October, November, but the war could be like soon. Like, they have to cover this up. They have to like distract the people, or they have to occupy their mind. And then in the process, they're gonna occupy their soul. They're gonna give him an RFID chip. Like, Esau is a demon, man. That is his purpose. That's why he's here. That's why the Lord is lining it up just perfectly. But we have prayer. The water Ahchyam Yahushai for prayer. All right. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set jinns for me. Que eso jinn? They have bait. Yup. Lure. Oh, that's a good one. Jinn. They have set lure for, allure. It's like, come here. It's like, that's bait. That's a snare. That's beautiful. Jinn. A noose. Hey, before that noose is around your neck, it's got to be made into a noose. Salakia to the brothers, man. I don't mean that. But it's a wrap, man. It's exciting. It's lovely. This is exciting times. The prophets of old were longing for this time. Will you yet restore the kingdom to Israel? Are you going to do it now? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's going to do it right about now. All right? This incarnation, Tawada Ahchyam Yahushai. A hook, a noose for the noose. All right? The ensnared. All right? We get the gist of it. The snares of death. Oh man, this is beautiful. That's just impromptu or whatever. Once use of an iron ring, put through the. I gotta flip this to see what this says. Anyway, we get the gist of it. Let's get back to the prayer, all right? It's about the prayer of King David right now. The elect, Lord willing. We were at Jinn. Where's Jinn? I forget what verse I was at. I know I was Salaki. I know I was looking up the word Jinn in the battle. Select them. See? Salaki. Anyway, let's start again at verse 6. Oh well, I guess I was verse 5. The proud have hid a snare for me. Psalms 140 verse 5. The proud have hid a snare for me. The proud have hid a snare for me, which is representative of me, the hopeful elect. And if a prayer is for one, it's for all of us. Hopeful, faithful, predestinated. Anyway, the proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set jinns for me. Salah, that's right. I was at verse 5. I said unto Yahweh, by Ahchyam Yahushai, the King David is saying, I said unto Yahweh by Ahchyam Yahushai, thou art my power. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Yahweh by Ahchyam Yahushai. You know, we come boldly before the Lord. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O power, O Yahweh, the power. Yahweh by Ahchyam Yahushai, the strength of my salvation, coming through with the chariots. One time and Esau's done. He's done. He's gone. Is the kingdom. Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Babakasha, Yahweh by Ahchyam Yahushai. Grant not, O Yahweh by Ahchyam Yahushai, the desires of the wicked. Don't let the Lord's elect, granted, and that's part of the Lord's grandeur. That's part of the Lord's, that's how the Lord's going to show his power, because those who are martyrs, they're going to be coming down first. They're going to, you know. So, one way or the other. All right. Grant not, verse 8, grant not, O Yahweh, by Ahchyam Yahushai, the desires of the wicked. And we seen the desires of the wicked. Like, they're sitting there, they're talking, you know. They're telling you. Setting their plans. Predictive programming. Further not his wicked device. And the Lord will put an end. You know, he's gonna, when Esau's sitting down, and through the Spirit, the Lord has allowed me to live this, like, to be ready to, you know, like, to be ready to sit down and eat your meal. So I know, all right, I know how Esau's about to feel, bro. Esau's about to feel salty. This nigga's gonna be mad as hell. He gonna be mad. And that's how he's gonna come down with great wrath. All right? Because Esau's getting ready, like, he's getting ready to chill and chow down. Eat and chill and eat. You know what I'm saying? Drink, chat, chill. Like, you know, Esau's getting ready to get down. But the Lord's about to come in and ruin all of that. Disappoint him, man. Further not his wicked device. It's gonna be right on time too, Ahchyam. It's gonna be right on time. Whether we live through it It's gonna be right on time when you when you resurrected in a chariot. You gonna be like, oh, I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I know it's gonna be out of this world, spectacular, indescribable. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of things I can't say right now, but one way or the other is what is the point. Further not his wicked device. Further not his wicked device. Lest they exalt themselves. Then they, then we're like, oh yeah, everybody's chipped. Everybody's chipped. Yep, we good. Our slaves are gonna do what we tell them, or, well, they'll be turned off. I mean, I guess they'll be turned off. Lest they exalt themselves, and Salah. There's a lot of breathers in this prayer, man. King was going through it. As for the head of those that compass me about, and these people are your lawmakers, they're your president, they're your medical officials, head medical officials, whatever. Fuck him, fuck him, Dr. Fucky. Yo, and then there's another video where the congressman is going through his ass. He's like, so you made all these suggestions, but you can't tell me about the protests. It's like Fucky scratching his head, like, I mean, Salakia. Salakia. I might have to edit that out. But further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. As for the head of those that compass me about, those guys I just mentioned, I mean, they're the puppet, they're the lead, they're the public figures. But again, we know the people who run the world are not seen. I mean, they're rarely seen. They're chilling in their, acres and whatever, drinking wine, children's blood, or something, doing wickedness. That's where they have no worries, man. Anyway. Bottom line is they're not going to exalt themselves, all right? And Salakia, this is tarrying. I just, Salakia for the last, not the profane, but the rude speech part, where I was vulgar, I guess. But pardon my speech. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. And we can only imagine how Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is going to do that. But it's going to happen, Lord willing. Lord willing, we're alive to see it. Let burning coals fall upon them. Yup. Let them be cast into the fire. Into deep pits. Into deep pits. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Baba Kasha Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Bring on these missiles. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth, Dr. Fauci, Mr. President, or any of you, demons, devils that are public head speakers. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is coming to hunt you. All right. Yes, he's bringing evil. He's bringing a sword. He's bringing fire. He's bringing, he's bringing the angels. He's bringing the war angels. Michael, Gabrielle, the angels. I know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will maintain the cause of the afflicted. Yes, we must know for our own selves. You must be fully persuaded that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the power, the only power. All right? And there is none other. Oh, Lord. The water for this prayer. I just had to do if I didn't do this video, I'm always worried the Lord is gonna, because, again, it's not a video not to do. There's every video you watch, everywhere you drive, even if you just drive around, right? And then you see all the food places, and then they're GMOs. They're just everything. It's hard to find a taco truck that has some real meat, man. Everything is defiled. Oh. Anyway, I know I've gone in a wayward, not wayward, but I guess I'm playing ping pong, like, one thing I could remember, I guess Tom Hanks in that movie was a good ping pong player, right? I guess, because I remember him playing ping pong in Forrest Gump. But that children blood sucker, that vampire. Yep. Anyway, various topics. I know Psalms 140 verse 12. I know that the Lord will maintain the cause of the afflicted and the right of the poor. That is our faith. We are the poor. We are the afflicted. All right? Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Makakwadash and Baba Kasha, let me be amongst thy righteous, and I pray for the brethren. All right? I pray the very same prayer for the brethren, the body of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the hopeful elect. All right? The upright shall dwell in thy presence. And right now, we're dwelling in the Lord's presence. But soon, we're gonna dwell in the Lord's presence. Yeah, that's completely different. As the heavens and the earth are separated, that's how different it is. But we are dwelling in the Lord's presence through his only Son, through the Holy Spirit, by grace, and to water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for that. But at the same time, furthermore, when we dwell in the Lord's presence, when he comes, that's what we seek. And that's it. It's gone on very long. But guess what? That's it for this video, but it's also a wrap for it's also a wrap, Praise the Lord. This is our prayer, all right? But it's a wrap, And we're gonna, the water, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Makakwadash. All right? Double honors unto the apostles, the elders of GMS, all right? And I'm pumping my fists, all right? Just like the young elders do. What? The elders that are my elders, all right? And honors and salutation unto the body of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. we're just we're gonna you know what I'm saying? We're gonna this is the reason why it's a wrap, all right? This here's the oh boy. I mean, this here's the reason why it's a wrap.
Some breaking news this morning. Late last night, some of the Epstein documents were unsealed by a judge. Now, these documents in particular stem from a deposition given by Virginia Giuffre, who is a high-profile accuser of Jeffrey Epstein and of Ghislaine Maxwell. Many of you might remember her from her accusations against Prince Andrew, and she's a highly credible person, witness, and we've seen some of her interviews on camera. She sued Ghislaine Maxwell back in 2015. These documents stem from that, and they show definitively that Ghislaine Maxwell has lied under oath in the court. Her lawyers have blatantly lied.
Right.
So let's lead off right with that very first accusation, or not even accusation, that proof, which is that from that deposition, from that case, this is an email between Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, January 21st, 2015. Now, her lawyers had already said in her bail memo that 20 days ago, she had not communicated with Mr. Epstein in over a decade. So right off the bat, Crystal, blatant lie in the court of law. That's what we already know about.
Absolutely. And the details here are pretty chilling too. You have Epstein coaching her. Let's throw that back up. That's what that email is.
Right.
Coaching her on how to say, that these are all lies and untrue, completely untrue, that she's been smeared, innuendo, slander, defamation, salacious lies, all that stuff. And then he goes on to say, you've done nothing wrong, hold your head up high, go to parties, get over it is basically what he says. So again, the real bombshell here, the fact that the two were very clearly in communication.
Yes.
And that is
inspiring and to defeat these charges.
Absolutely. And that goes directly against what Maxwell's lawyers have been representing here. But wait, there's so much more.
There's some other stuff. And a lot of this was known, but we didn't have the full documents. We knew that Virginia Giuffre had made this accusation. But this one is about Bill Clinton. And again, this is a total bombshell. So let's throw that up there on the screen. And look, according to this interview, Bill Clinton was at Epstein's Island with Epstein, Maxwell, and, quote, 2 young girls. Now, there's no allegation here of sexual impropriety. President Clinton has denied on numerous occasions that he was ever on this Little St. Jeffrey's, I think is what it was called, that island in the Virgin Islands that was owned by Jeffrey Epstein. However, remember that from that Netflix documentary, with many of its flaws, as I know I've heard from so many of you, they still had that interview with the IT technician for Jeffrey Epstein, who said somewhere between, I think it was the 90s and 2005, so assumption is after Clinton left office, that he was seen just hanging out with Epstein on the veranda on Epstein's favorite part of the island. Again, not an accusation of sexual impropriety, of nothing, just that he was there.
And that conflicts, and what's critical here is that conflicts with what he has said.
Yeah,
he
President
denied.
Clinton says he's never been on this island, and there is a part of this deposition also that talks to Maxwell about her interactions with President Clinton, the numerous times that he flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Remember that there was also, those pictures that we brought you of Ghislaine and Kevin Spacey sitting on the throne, the British throne. That was actually part of a tour organized by Prince Andrew for Bill Clinton, Ghislaine Maxwell, Kevin Spacey, and Chris Tucker, I think, the guy from Rush Hour. So motley crew of people, really. But I mean, just goes to show again how deep Ghislaine Maxwell was able to embed herself with really the elites. And I don't want to let Trump off the hook too. Remember, Trump just said the whole "I wish her well" I've met her many times in Palm Beach. I mean, I don't know what the hell that one was.
Yeah, absolutely. And so again, what we have here is allegations from Virginia Giuffre that Bill Clinton was in fact on the island, which is something that he has denied, which now makes it 2 individuals between Virginia Giuffre and also the worker on the island who reportedly placed Bill Clinton there. We also got some more information about Prince Andrew. Let's throw that one up. Okay, we've put this photo on the screen a number of times during this show. That is Prince Andrew with his arm wrapped around Virginia Giuffre when she is only a teenager. Of course, he has very non-credibly denied ever knowing her.
He says that's a fake. He claims that photo is a fake. All right,
yes.
Sure.
Okay, well, so apparently, and this is what's
Let's go
interactions with President Clinton.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
Position also that talks to Maxwell about her interactions with President Clinton, the numerous times that he flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Remember that there was also, remember those pictures that we brought you.
This guy's tries to keep his job throughout his whole soliloquy, whatever. You know, he tries to keep his job, man. This guy, he rubs his nose real good. this Northern Kingdom. Maybe he's a Northern Kingdom or something. I don't know. Maybe he's just a weird looking Arab, or not an Arab, but you know, Ishmael.
Of Ghislaine and Kevin Spacey sitting on the throne, the British throne. That was actually part of a tour organized by Prince Andrew for Bill Clinton, Ghislaine Maxwell, Kevin Spacey, and Chris Tucker, I think, the guy from Rush Hour.
Yeah, gotta throw Jake in there. That was my thought. I went back to, because I didn't iterate these thoughts. You know, it was like, gotta throw Jake in there, you know? Chris Tucker.
So, motley crew of people.
Yeah.
Really, but, I mean, just goes to show, again, how deep Ghislaine Maxwell was able to embed herself with really the elites. And I don't want to let Trump off the hook, too. Remember, Trump just said the whole, I wish her well, I've met her many times in Palm Beach. I mean, I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, you know. I wish you well. I didn't catch that, but I haven't been watching Trump like that, but not lately, but I guess he said, I wish you well. Now they're bringing it up. I mean, this, you know, it's a wrap, man. Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew. Huh? I mean, those are high representatives of the elite, I think. I'm not speculating. I'm just, you know, just some thoughts on this.
Was.
Yeah, absolutely. And so again, what we have here is allegations from Virginia Giuffre that Bill Clinton was in fact on the island, which is something that he has denied, which now makes it two individuals between Virginia Giuffre and also the worker on the island who reportedly placed Bill Clinton there.
And the other thought is, these people are clearly telling you what they do and how they be. What is their nature? According to what the men of the Lord have been telling you they are. So, why now? Well, all things must manifest for the end. The end. When these things shall come to pass. I mean, these are also like signs of you know, of our salvation. But before that, you know, the marvelous things that are prophesied to come.
Also got some more information about Prince Andrew. Let's throw that one up. Okay, we've put this photo on the screen a number of times during this show. That is Prince Andrew with his arm wrapped around Virginia Giuffre when she is only a teenager. Of course, he has very non-credibly denied ever knowing her.
He says that's a fake. He claims that photo is a fake. All right,
yes.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, so apparently, and this is what's new here, we learned that the FBI had this photo in their possession for years.
2011.
Going back before even that 2011, this lawsuit that happened in 2011. So they had pieces.
That's right.
And so what was the holdup? Why haven't you done anything up until now?
Yeah, this is just so big here, because what it shows is that the FBI has had this allegation against Prince Andrew, and a credible photo that should back up this allegation since 2011. 9 years, okay? 9 years. Now, we also know that the FBI was supposedly, according to some of these depositions, in contact with some Epstein victims back in 2014. And yet, we saw inaction after inaction after inaction after inaction. And the FBI has a lot of explaining to do, which is that how do you have that photo within your possession and not bring it to a public light? Why is Prince Andrew only being, hounded for questioning now? And remember this, he refuses to cooperate, no matter what his lawyers will tell you. He will not sit down with FBI investigators.
Right, and that speaks to one of the underlying, themes of this story, which is how these powerful people were able to escape accountability for so long. Why are there two systems of justice? Do you think that you could get away with those things and the FBI would leave you alone for 9 years? Not a chance. And then, there's a lot more in these documents. The last piece we really wanted to bring to you was regarding Alan.
You see how they play the people. he was so-called criticizing the FBI for sitting on information for 9 years, and here she comes and exalts the FBI. This is Esau exalting himself. Okay, you know, I guess they got to do it. You got to pat themselves on the back they encourage themselves, man. You know, they got to leave you with this though, like what she's saying. Like that's got to be the last thing you hear. Never mind all the other things. You know, the FBI is not gonna leave you alone. They're gonna get you is basically what she's saying, and she's trying to make everybody equal. Like, oh, y'all on the same plane level. Like, no, that's just to you know, mind screw the people who you know, the simple believeth everything. So yeah, but the simple believeth every word.
Dershowitz, of course, very well-known, prominent lawyer, prominent defender of President Trump, especially in this era. So what this shows as well is that Dershowitz, she again is accusing him of having committed sexual acts against minors, and she also talks about how Dershowitz helped negotiate an agreement with a provision that provided protection for himself against criminal prosecution in Florida.
Allegedly to himself.
Allegedly, right. So this is, again, another piece tying him in. He very much denies all of these allegations very publicly and very, very forcefully, but this is another look at what exactly he is accused of.
There are a lot more names that are inside this deposition, but unfortunately they have been blacked out because the judge has essentially ruled in this particular case that if your non-party agreement, non-pertinent information, that your name cannot come out, so they remain sealed. And
wrong. The judge was ordered to give you just enough to create controversy, to create a chaos, to question you simps, you sheeple. Now you're like, oh well, they're telling you it's true. Well, we can't. But you people will still deny it, even though it's right there in your face. You're still worried about. Still worried about other things. You're still distracted. Anyway, this is, you know, through the spirit going a little longer than expected. But here we go.
You can actually go, I'm actually looking at the documents right now, their names are blacked out in much of this testimony, and the blacked out number of names is a lot. So these are, you know, continue to be a lot more information.
A wide range of people. It is so vague. They're telling you just enough to get the reaction you want. The action is in the reaction. So now that you know, you people, you know, they got to get it popping. They got to get a rise out of you. Oh, rising. Oh, snap. That's the spirit. Praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Bashim Kakodash. All right. That was an impromptu.
Here, but these are kind of the bombshells that have come out, and it just one more peek behind the curtain of the life that Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell lived.
Yeah,
dozens of people.
And remember, they associated them with the elites. You know, earlier in the video.
They allegedly victimized, and the many powerful people who worked with them in order to make that happen. Some of it is coming out, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated. Some more documents will be coming out on Monday.
Yeah.
I believe that those documents will have even more information in them. So
yeah, and I think to circle back to the beginning, the most important piece here is we have evidence that Maxwell and her attorneys were lying.
She's a liar. Yeah.
All right, more rising for you after this.
Some breaking news this morning. Late